Hey, what's up everybody, I'm your host Expression here, and here today I have some gameplay. This is old, or not old, but I just got this week, so this is Black Ops gameplay for you guys. So if you want to see more Black Ops gameplay other than this, please post in the description Black Ops, or if you want to see, instead, if you want to see me continually doing Modern Warfare 3 gameplay until the release of Black Ops 2 comes out, write in the description, or in the comments. Oh my gosh, I keep saying description. I write the description, not you guys. So in the comments, write Black Ops or MW3, depending on which one you like. I'll start playing Black Ops if you write Black Ops. If I get more Black Opses than MW3, I'll do Black Ops. Otherwise, I will continue playing MW3 after this video. So make sure to go comment in the description about that too. And also, if you really haven't already seen my sweatshirts and t-shirts and stuff like that, make sure to go check those out. I'll leave another link to them in the description, so please go check that out. I worked really hard on them, so please go look at those and comment if you like them, if you want me to change them, if you have a cool idea for them. Just tell me that in the description. So let me get right into this and tell you guys what I want to talk about today. Today I want to talk about being sleep deprived and ways that you can find out that if you're sleep deprived, and ways that we can fix this, and if we all work together it might work out, but I don't know. So let me get right into this. So like 4 ways that you can tell that you're sleep deprived is you have difficulty waking up in the morning, grumpiness and irritability later in the day, unintentional fall asleep during the day, and sleeping more than usual on the weekends. So going to the number 4 reason right there, usually a lot of teens, what they do is, we usually, like, our normal bedtime is like 11 o'clock for like kids who, I don't know, like cool kids I guess, but we go to bed at 11 and then we have to wake up at like 6 or like before that or after that. I don't know when you guys wake up, but that's like 6.5 hours of sleep right there, and that's not allowed to function in school, because the recommended hours for teenagers to get on a daily basis before going to school is 8.5 to 9 hours, to 9.5 hours, and that's a really big difference. That's like 3 hours. So we usually like sleep in on weekends. That's like our thing, to just like lay back and relax on like Saturday. We'll like fall asleep on Friday, and then we'll wake up at like 11 to around like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's all part of our biological clock of like telling time for our body. Our body like tells time. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you like sometimes you'll like, when you get that really good sleep and then you wake up, and it's like after you wake up, like on your own, you don't have like an alarm waking you up, you don't have your mom waking you up or anything, you wake up on your own. It makes you feel so much better when you wake up that way, and that's like your biological sleep clock, and it makes you feel really good when you wake up. And that changes because we get so much sleep on the weekends, and then we don't get enough sleep during the weekdays, and it just throws us off balance, and we're not as alert, we're not as focused. We can like not have like as good of grades because we're not like focusing enough, because we're not as alert when we're in the morning. So you're trying to spend those like first like 1 to 2 hours in school trying to like go back to sleep because you didn't get enough sleep the night before. And some counter arguments to this might be like, a bunch of parents I've read online, they're like, oh, your kid should just go to bed early. It's like, no, we don't want to go to bed early. It doesn't work that way. Like, no kid is just gonna go to bed at like 9 o'clock. Like, that's usually when you get home from like functions that you do after school and stuff. So like, screw that. And then there's usually unintentional falling asleep during the day in school, where you just like, you're sitting in class and then like you're like paying attention to the lecture and crap, and then you just notice your eyes start to like drift off, and then they start to close and they open real quick, and usually you'll feel that like, oh shit feeling, and you don't want to get in trouble or anything because it'll make you feel like embarrassed or something, and usually the teacher will be like, Preston, wake up, or something like that. You know how it is if you've been called out for sleeping in class. But yeah, it kind of sucks, and you don't want to fall asleep in class. But if you've watched some of my earlier videos, I said a good tip for that, to not falling asleep in class, is to chew gum, which is what I do. I bring a pack of gum every day, and I make sure I chew it when I'm about to fall asleep. And sometimes when I want to fall asleep, I will fall asleep, because school can be boring sometimes. So if it's like the appropriate teacher or something, I will fall asleep. So what I really wanted to talk about this being like sleep deprived and stuff is I'm doing my English paper on. It's like a 500-point English paper about, we have to do like controversial topics, and my English topic is school should start later for high school students, because, or that's just it, but I added on to like we don't get enough sleep, and it adds on to us being like difficult in the morning, and we don't get enough sleep. And recent studies and tests and stuff like that around like the US have shown that teens do better on tests, and they do better academically if they get like an hour to like half an hour to an hour of school like pushed back. Like instead of my school starting at 7:25, if we pushed it back to 8:25, then it's proven that kids will do a lot better in school, which I think is good too, because everyone loves sleep, and teenagers at most, more than like adults and more than like elementary school students, teenagers and high school students need sleep the most, more than anyone else, because we're going through the change of puberty and stuff like that, and little boys and girls that are in like 1st through like 6th grade aren't doing as much of that. And I've noticed that they have a crap load more energy than us. And my English teacher tells me all the time about her child, and she tells me that her child wakes up at like 5:30 in the morning to get ready for school. I'm like, that's insane. I don't even do that. I wake up at 6 every day, and I'm so like freaking tired when I wake up, and I'm so like not angry or anything, but it's more of a, oh my god, I want to go back to bed. But these little kids, they're so energetic, and they stay up, and well, they don't stay up, but they go to bed earlier because they're like younger and they always have bedtimes and stuff. But when we get older, we don't have bedtimes for ourselves, so we tend to just not go to bed early enough, and then we wake up the next day and we're tired. But we don't want to go to bed early enough, and we're not going to, because we're always doing stuff and we have important things to do. Unlike little kids who just like go to school, come home, watch TV, do a little bit of homework, like a half a page of math, and then they go to bed. That's it pretty much, after they like eat dinner and stuff. But high school students, we have after school sports, we have homework, we have hanging out with friends and stuff like that, and little kids don't do that. So I think that they should change, like the president or whoever's in charge of when school starts, they should change what time school starts. They should switch it so that elementary school students get up and they go to school earlier than high school students, so that we can have more time to sleep in, because we are in the change, and it helps our growth most definitely, and it'll definitely help the United States academically, and we'll have better test scores, and we'll be more like, well, I don't know what we are in the world for math, but we're pretty like low for being the free nation as we are. But it kind of makes me angry about that, because I wish the United States was a lot better than it is, because it's the way, like, there's other school systems like that start at like 9 o'clock. Like, there's other countries in the world, their schools start like so much later than ours. Our school starts like 2 hours before like other schools that I know of, like other in the world, and it just kind of makes me angry, because I wish that our school started later, because I get so like tired in the morning. Like this morning, my first period class, I had driver's ed, and the teacher put on a movie, and I was just watching the movie for about like 5 minutes, and then my head just kind of like drifted downwards, and I closed my eyes and I fell asleep, and then I woke up like 20 minutes later when the video was done, and I felt so good that I got that sleep. But like, it's like a half an hour, that makes a huge difference when you're sleeping, because it makes you feel more energetic, because sleep is like, it's technically food for the brain. I know that's weird to say that, but it's food for the brain, because instead of just like eating carbohydrates, which also gives you energy, sleeping gives you a lot more energy than eating. So if we have a lot more sleep, which we tend to try to get on weekends. So we're more energetic on weekends. So that's why you feel a lot better after you wake up on a Saturday morning. And also there's no school, so that makes you happy. But oh, right here, I'm sorry the screen is like a bit black. It's because when it gets to 10 minutes, like when you're recording, it like dims out. And I was doing this in theater mode after I got this, so I think I jiggle the controller somewhere, but it will go back. And I think this is the second chopper gunner that I get, and I kind of do real good in this one. This one I got like more kills. The first one I just got shot down right away, and that one made me real angry. But right back to where I was talking about, we need more sleep than normal people, and 6.5 to whatever, even less than that, is not enough for teenagers every day. So I feel that whoever's in charge should change the times of the schools, because it's just better that way, and elementary school students can wake up earlier than us because they don't sleep as much, or they do sleep as much, but they are more energized than us. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you like this Black Ops gameplay and me talking about sleep and stuff like that for teenagers. This is X Preston signing off.